darling. Or I mean, no more songs. No more songs for today. Chat says no. Chat says I need to be an adult and speak English and use my word thoughts. But now I don't know what to say. Now I'm thinking about it too much. Oh no. So once, a long time ago, there was a town in somewhere in New England, and it may have been in New York. That doesn't matter. That New England's all the same place. And in this town, it was an island, and it was called Amity Island. And anyway, so one day, these teenagers, these very bad, scary teenage humans, went into the water at night off of Amity Island. And apparently that's not the way I'm supposed to be going. Okay, that way. So anyway, so bad, scary humans, water at night at Amity Island. No, we're not ascending. No, stop it. I'm trying to tell a story. No, don't jump up there. Just stop it. Look at that. I'm floating. Look at that. Look at the tension. Look at how much my claws are shaking. Look at that. I'm invisible. I'm hanging on thin air. And I'm invisible. And I'm hanging on thin air. And okay. Okay. So, these mean humans at night were swimming. And they were just splashing around, being little jerky. No, stop jumping off of cliffs. Being jerky human butt faces. And then this cute little innocent shark. And he was kind of a big shark, but he was like a cute little innocent big. Oh, look at Riolu. Hi. You want to play? I'm just gonna catch you. I'm just gonna catch you. Okay. So mean human teenagers, night, swimming, cute little big shark, innocent big shark, just kindly swam over and asked the mean little teenagers if they would be so kind as to stop splashing all over the place. And the human teenagers were like, no, this is our water. And then the shark just said, go away, please. And they ignored the shark. And one thing led to another. The humans started a fight. The shark just gave them, a little shove. Next thing you know, the one human is, washed up on the beach. Everybody's blaming the shark, and, the town's going crazy, and the mayor is, causing mayhem, as mayors do. And then there were some barrels, and the people were floating into town on some barrels. And a Ben Gardner lost his boat. And then Bruce lived happily ever after. The end. That's what you get for saying I can't sing songs. Is now you get to hear lovely renditions of monster stories. So you're welcome. Is this Jaws? What gave you that idea? What? Get away from me. Climb, you fools, climb. Is this Jaws? I don't know where you ever got such an idea. I don't know. I also have a story about a theme park filled with dinosaurs. But now if I tell you that story, you're just gonna think that I'm talking about Jurassic Park. Ooh, okay. I thought of another story. This one's kind of sad though. This one might be more for adults. Okay. So, a long, long time ago, there was a boy, and this boy was a little scared of opera because, let's face it, who's not a little scared of opera? Yes, opera, not Oprah, not Oprah. I mean, maybe he may have been scared of Oprah too, we don't know, but he was scared of opera. But one day, he was a fancy boy, so even though he didn't like opera, he still had to, occasionally go to see opera with his parents because, that's what fancy humans with money do. Yeah, that's one of those weird human things that, I don't really know if I understand. But anyway, that's getting off topic. So, this human, this little dude, he was about 8. Yeah, I think he was about 8 years old. He went to go see opera with his parents, with his mom and dad. And while he was there, there were some scary things happening up on stage, like big, scary opera things. And the boy got frightened. The boy got frightened at the strange sights that he saw upon the stage. His parents loved their little boy very much. So they saw how nervous and afraid he was. And they agreed that they would leave the opera early. So the boy and his parents, I don't know if they waited till they probably waited till intermission because they were fancy and that's what the fancy people do. So anyway, I ran right into it and still somehow dodged. So they took the secret back way out the back of the theater. But they were not safe, because once they made it out there, they saw a criminal. This criminal was also afraid. He was shaky. He was full of false confidence as he stared down the family. He tried to reach for the jewelry from the fancy mother. The father stepped in. Boom. Both the mother and the father met their downfall. But what am I doing? What am I doing? I cannot multitask. Okay. But before the same fate would befallen the boy gave the criminal a look so furious and intimidating. Something that the criminal had never seen. Something so strong and powerful, full of anger and hate, that the criminal became overwhelmed with his own fear and safety. And the criminal ran away, leaving the small human boy alone in the alley. All alone. Until a nice friendly police dude came. And then the two became accidental friends. And spoiler alert, at some point in the future, the two of them ended up secretly working together, but they didn't know that it was them. At least now for a while. At least now for a while. The end. Yay, story time. Yeah, another story time. I know, I'm just full of great, fabulous stories today. I feel like that one took me a lot less time. Cause it took me a really long time to get through the part in the other story where the teenagers were swimming at night. But I did much better this time.